too much for tires and auto repair?
Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Where's the quote? We will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, good evening everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? Well, it is, you see the triangle, the Pocono Raceway here tonight. We're excited to see how this is going to take on, especially these cars, and this new update that iRacing has put out. Drivers are a little concerned tonight how these are handling, especially going in the corners. I've heard through the grapevine, they seem like they bogged down. The gearing is going to be a little bit different. So we'll stay tuned for that, how this is going to play out. You know, we got hungry drivers that want to get themselves a win tonight. Will it be here at Pocono Raceway? We got 2 minutes of qualifying left. A couple drivers are putting some times in. Let's see what's going on the track real quick. It's myself, Brandon, in the booth here tonight. Hope everybody's doing very well. Hopefully you had a very good weekend. Why not watch some racing going into the week here on a Monday night? You know, this league, just the talent they have here is incredible. I love coming and watching this show and, you know, be able to broadcast these guys. There's so much talent here every week and week in and week out. Multiple drivers getting themselves a win. A couple of them got themselves a couple wins under the belt this season. I'm very excited to see how this talent is going to be able to go here, especially knowing every corner here in these three turns are a little bit different, a little bit more of a different banking. The longer, the shorter they are, how they're going to have to get onto the gas pedal or get onto that brake pedal. We'll see how that plays in for store for tonight. We got a couple AI drivers out there tonight, so you'll see my name out there racing here tonight. Let's see if I'll be able to do good. I'll root myself on out there, but let's go on the track, see what's going on out there and how everybody's doing. Let's see if we can get some interviews in right now. We see myself on the track right now, getting myself in the qualifying lap. Right now, Gary's got the another AI. He's got the fastest out there. We got Jordan out there in the 83. We're currently third place right now. Terry up in fourth. We got Russ in fifth. Brandon in sixth. We got Alan Martin in seventh. Looks like Brian, Russ, and Christopher have not put a time in here quite yet. So let's get rid of our sponsor logo real quick. Throw it in the chat and let me know how everybody's doing. Love to hear from you. Trying something new with restreaming. I know we usually restream to different platforms. We are again tonight trying to restream, but kind of doing a different way to see if it actually works. So let me know if you're having any issues out there. We can try to get it fixed. But right now we got about 10 drivers here that showed up here at Pocono. Let's see how they're doing. Let's get some interviews in and see how they're what it takes to get themselves in a good spot here tonight. Christopher right now in the 98, currently on your pole. I'll talk to him in a minute, see how he's doing. Right now looking at a 55.432 for the best out there tonight. Hey, Blake, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, bud. Well, right now here at Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, holding on to third place during this qualifying time. Bud, what does it take, and what is in your future for tonight? Knowing iRacing did a little bit of changes to these cars, is it making you a little nervous?
Well, I could tell you what it takes, and it takes something that I don't got. I got on late here to practice, and man, it's been rough. That was my fastest lap of the session in qualifying, but no, it's just all going to be about being able to save your tires there at the beginning of the run, it's going to wear your tires out pretty quick. When you cook them, you're going to be fighting real bad. So it's all just going to be about saving tires. And in my guess, it's probably going to be down to a fuel run. I haven't really checked the amount of laps per run you can get, but probably it's going to come down to just your driver skill of saving your tires, saving your gas, and whoever has the fastest pit stop at the end is probably going to end up winning it.
Heck yeah. Well, hopefully, we've seen week in, week out, strategy comes into play. Maybe it'll be for tonight. But I just want to say, bud, you better not let myself beat you out there tonight here at Pocono.
Hey, I see you qualified 7th. Let's go. Hey, the last time that you were in a race, if I recall, you were a lap down, car hold me up. So let's not do that again.
Very, very true. Well, bud, have some fun out there tonight. We'll talk to you later. Hopefully, we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, sounds good, Brandon. Y'all have fun.
Yep, thank you. All right, that is Blake there tonight. All right, let's see who else we can talk to. I believe Terry's out there on the track, heading around the track here tonight. Let's see how Terry's doing. Hey, Terry, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
All righty, well, it is Monday night. Race time again at the Tricky Triangle. What you think, bud? What's going through your mind right now?
Well, not 100% sure. I'm just trying to get where I'm comfortable, and I think I'm close. Hopefully, I can just have decent tire management. Steal one tonight, maybe.
Heck yeah, well, hopefully it plays in your favor tonight. I wish you luck. You know, it's especially knowing this track it's a little bit different, but what do you think is going to be the biggest struggle for these drivers tonight, knowing, how this car is acting here for you?
Getting the car to turn, middle of the turn, the center of the turn, that's going to be key. So if you can, whoever rotates the best, I think is who you're going to see wins this race.
Most definitely. Well, Terry, good luck tonight. Have some fun out there. Hopefully we'll maybe talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, hope so, buddy. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Alrighty, that is Terry here tonight. Currently the fastest during this warm-up session. Just out there having some fun. We got about 2 minutes left of warm-up, and then it's time to go racing here tonight. Very excited to see how these drivers are going to be able to take on this crazy, crazy track. But have some fun out there tonight. Oh, there we go. But alright, let's go and talk to a couple other drivers real quick, see how they're feeling. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Christopher got the pole here tonight. Let's see how Christopher's doing. Hey, Christopher, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Sure do.
Alright, bud, I believe we got the fastest qualifying time here tonight. Man, it's, being the Tricky Triangle, what is in store for you tonight? What is going through your mind knowing that you got yourself in a good spot during the start of the race? Do you think is it one of those you want to stay up front and lead as much laps, or kind of just wait and let everybody use those tires and burn up as much fuel as possible?
I mean, I'd certainly love to stay up front, but it's also going to be important to save the tires and kind of see how the race plays out. I'm just hoping that I can pull off a win tonight and lock myself into the playoffs. My teammate Blake has been on fire this season, as he has been in previous seasons with this league. It's just, I've been kind of mediocre with the two races that I've ran. My 2 worst tracks at Watkins Glen and Chicago, so I'm just hoping I can at least prove myself and run decent here tonight.
Most definitely. Well, bud, I wish you luck. Have some fun out there tonight. Hopefully, maybe we'll see you at the end of this thing.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Most definitely. Alright, that is Christopher out there tonight. Alright, it looks like we got about 2 seconds left going into our session, or race session of the night here. Let's see how these drivers are going to do, but with that being said, we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans. These quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, going through our grid here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Starting in row number 1 is going to be Christopher and Gary. In row number 2 for tonight, we'll see Blake and Jordan. Row number 3, we're going to be seeing Terry and Russ. Row number 4, we're going to see Brandon and Alan. Row number 5, we're going to be seeing Russ and Brian. And that's going to be everybody through the field here tonight. So we got 10 drivers ready to go and ready to have some fun here at Pocono. We're going to see that pace car head around this track one time, take that hard left in the pit road, and it is go time here tonight. Alright, back up front right now, Christopher is going to be leading the field to the green flag. Second place, let's see if they're going to be holding or eating that bologna sandwich on this initial start. You know how that could be. Make sure you're paying attention, especially with that green flag flying up in the air. Do not want to make a mistake. Do not want to miss a gear. We've seen multiple drivers do that in the past in different types of leagues. And if you miss that gear, you can do a accordion effect and get everybody rear-ending you. So we'll see what happens for that. But right now, it looks like a couple of the drivers did get DQ. Those were our AI cars. So we're going to be a little bit messed up on this start here. But we'll see what will happen. We got 80 laps that we're going to be doing at Pocono. A little bit about our track information here tonight here at Pocono. 2.5 miles long, 2.5 miles with 3 turns, 116 degrees on the track right now, 2 mile per hour north wind. That's what we're seeing here tonight at Pocono Raceway. So with a couple drivers got DQ'd on the beginning of the race, that basically is going to make everybody go single file on this restart. And that will kind of change a little bit of events, just knowing that we might see what happens because it messed up the order. Alright, here we go. Pace car is in. We are about to go green flag racing for the first time here tonight for 80 laps. Green flag is out. Start by Christopher holding the field single file all the way into turn number 1. Basically be drafting around, especially in the front stretch here, and especially in the turn 2. We might see some drafting happening to help get some speed coming out of turn number 1. Beautiful momentum that number 98 has getting ready to go into turn number 2. You see the 30 though, Blake, Christopher and Blake are teammates. Almost identical looking cars, just a little bit of different sponsors on their hoods here coming out of turn number 2. Jordan Snitzel right now in 3rd place in the 83 machine. You know what he's got to do, trying to keep an eye on how to get around these two drivers, knowing that he wants to get himself a win this season. Let's go through our points real quick and talk about what it's looking like for a couple of these drivers. And talk about our schedule while we're watching all this action happen in front. Let's pull up our bar here. I do want to point out real quick our schedule for here. We are going to be, because of Christmas and New Year's, we'll be back live on January 6th race at North Wilkes-Barre throwback race. So after tonight, we got a little bit of a break for a couple of weeks due to these holidays. We definitely want to give everybody a happy holiday. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. We got 79 laps to go here tonight. All right, let's pull up our points real quick while I get that situated. Watching the battle up front, though. Jordan, looking at his lap times right now, he is just about 0.3 seconds faster than the guys up front. Ooh, and Christopher getting into the wall, grinding the wall up front. right, our point system right now, Blake as your points leader. He's got himself 4 wins this season right now at 327 points. In second place, that is battling for second right now. That is going to be Jordan. Jordan's got himself right now at 313 points, only 14 points away. He's right now he has not got a win this season quite yet, but holding on to second. Alan Martin holding third in points, got himself 2 wins at 310 points, 17 points away. And then you go down to fourth place in points, Roland. Currently, I don't believe he's here tonight. Currently got 1 win this season at 307 points, only 20 points away. And rounding your top 5, he's got himself 1 win this season. He's at 306 points. So that is our point system as we speak tonight. And watching it all look in front of us right now, the points leader is your leader right now. Let's see. Yeah, holding your lead at a 56.016 of a lap time here tonight. So at the fastest lap here tonight is going to go to Alan Martin of 55.823 so far, and that was on lap number 2. We'll see if, with fresher tires and fuel, if that will happen and change here in a little bit. How is everybody doing out there tonight? Would love to hear from you. Hopefully everybody's doing very well out there. Lap 5 out of 80 has been completed. Just 76 laps to go here for tonight. Air temperature is 75 degrees outside and 116 degrees on the track here at this moment of time. I want to give quite a few shout outs out here tonight for our sponsors of the night. Up in your top right hand corner you see Barbecue Beast Sauce. We appreciate them coming on board week in and week out. Delicious barbecue sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, look them up on Facebook or look up them on their website and order you some. Multiple different flavors. My opinion, I believe it's better than Sweet Baby Ray's. That's just my opinion. Also want to give a shout out to Sheath Underwear. Use promo code NOLIFT to get 20% off. Also to Delta Tire, a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want some new tires, front end alignments, they can hook you up. Head on over to their Facebook and website and let them know that I sent you over. And we definitely would appreciate it. Also to a league sponsor here tonight, JS Designs. You want a new look for your car on iRacing? Look them up, JS Designs, and they can hook you up. Definitely do an amazing job on these cars, and quite a few cars in the series has those designs on them, especially that third place Jordan 83. He's all part of the JS Designs. Alright, also another sponsor for this league is Aquatic Express Pool Service. We appreciate them coming on board to support this league here. If you want your pool service, head on over to Aquatic Express to get all your pool needs. We appreciate them coming on board for the Twisted Chassis Xfinity Series. Also, last but not least, a new sponsor here on Redline Racing Network. Head on over to Dubby and use promo code REDLINE to get 10% off your order. We appreciate them coming on board here. Nice energy drink, different flavors, and some unique flavors that I have never seen. So head on over there and check them out. We definitely would appreciate it. Alright, back up front though, as your leader Blake and Christopher 1 on the third, Terry in fourth, Alan Martin in fifth, Russ Ivy 6th, and Brian Tyler in 7th, around your top 7 right now here tonight. But we do have a battle for third and fourth place. That's going to be Jordan and Terry, third and fourth. Side by side, going down the side stretch here. Basically a drag strip battle going down into turn number 2, but Alan Martin also giving that a little bit of a push to that 94, trying to get around Jordan here to get themselves that pass. Out of turn 2, coming to turn number 3, those all single file, very close together though. Ross Ivy in 6 right now, right there behind and closing it in to this three-way battle in front of him from 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Now down the front stretch, getting ready to go into turn number 1. And I've seen Brian going for a ride a little bit farther back, kicking us sideways around the track here. Back up front, though, we got a battle for your lead. Blake and Christopher, 1 and 2, side by side, almost. Looks like Christopher was not able to quite get there quite yet. Blake still as your leader. Battle forward. The battle for 3rd and 4th right now. Terry and Jordan. Alan Martin also being involved here. Back and forth. Here comes Alan Martin on the inside trying to make that pass. Side by side coming down into turn number... I believe that's turn number 3. I could be wrong. The different lines the drivers are taking coming out of turn number 3. A couple of them staying down low to the yellow line. A couple of them staying up high. The different lines that will help to prevail going in. Lap 10 completed out of 80. We got 71 laps to go here tonight at Pocono Raceway. 33 now trying to get into the mix here. 4-car battle going on here at Pocono right now. Blake still holding on to your lead. Christopher in 2nd. Why not? We're going to go on board with Russ on the roof cam here. Just show you what it's looking like in his point of view. Trying to catch that back bumper of that number 15 of Alan Martin. Coming here out of turn number 3 down the front stretch. Completing 10 laps. When will they have to come down pit road and get the fuel and the tires? All the drivers here do have one fast repair. And right now for the biggest gainers of the night, and that's going to be Alan Martin and Russ Ivy, tied for 4 positions gained so far. Jordan making a little bit of a high line, almost getting into the wall out of turn number 2, coming into turn number 3. Russ trying to get that draft to be able to catch up to Alan Martin going into turn number 2. Here he is getting the run going into turn number 3 now. 15 going a little high. 33 down low, trying to get to the corner panel in the back. Can he get to it? Not quite yet, but here comes the 15. Now look on the inside of the 83. Side by side to the door. Where does Russ Ivy want to go? Does he want to stay high? Does he want to stay low? Alan Martin right now has got that 3rd place position, but will the 83 get the run on the high line here out of turn number 1? And wasn't able to get there quite yet. Now he's going to drop to 4th place. Very close battling going on right now here at Pocono. All live here on Redline Racing Network. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow here on Facebook. We definitely would appreciate it. Or on our YouTube, subscribe over there. We would love to have you guys join in week out and give us company, especially knowing the talent that we have here and also some news that we'll be sharing here soon on our Facebook. We have booked another league doing some dirt track racing. So you want to see some dirt track racing, stay tuned in January, and we'll be doing that on Friday and Saturday nights. Back up front though, Christopher and Blake 1 and 2, but they are having some company happen now. Alan Martin has joined the game for 1 and 2. We're trying to battle for 1 and 2 now, and Jordan's right there with them. Now it looks like Chris Ivy's going to make the pass going on. I believe that is with Terry or Jordan. Let's just go back real quick. That was with Jordan, my mistake, and Terry. 68 laps to go here at Pocono. So while we watch this battle happening real quick, we'll be right back on our commercial break.
Tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair?
Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires.
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, back alive here, watching the battle not going on. Jordan right now holding on to 6th place. Terry was able to get around. Russ Ivy now in 4th, but here's Alan Martin battling out with Blake. Very close going on. About a 0.14 second gap in between 2nd and 3rd place. Christopher has taken back the lead here, now holding at a 0.4 second gap from Blake in 2nd place. A little bit of change of events going on around the track, and everywhere, you know, the battle's going on is going beautifully. I'm watching, you know, no contact going on, and everybody's keeping it safe. I think the only issue we had was one driver slowing down on lap number 12. But other than that, we have stayed green and no issues whatsoever. While we watch the 15 dive it in, battling with the number 30. And Allen get the inside to be able to stick and get the run coming out of turn 2, or turn 1 into turn number 2 here. Wasn't able to do it here, but can he dive it into turn 2 and get around that 30 machine? Lap 16 out of 80 has been completed here so far. Here comes the 15 once again. He's got the run, trying to get to that back corner panel. A little bit of drivers are spacing out here. We still are green, and they've been out there for 16 laps. When will they come down pit road? And I believe we do have a taker. Jordan now going down pit road. My estimation was between 15 and 18 laps. That was my guess, is when these drivers would be coming down pit road, but Jordan starting in on lap 17. Christopher right now still holding on to your lead at a 0.6 second gap from Blake. Blake about 0.2 seconds away from Alan Martin. Alan Martin holding on to 3rd. Russ Ivy holding on to 4th, 1.4 seconds away from your leader. Terry right now at 3.1 seconds away from your leader in 5th. Brian Tyler right now holding on to 6th place, 11 seconds back out of turn number 2. And here's Jordan now leaving pit road, getting back on the track here tonight here at Pocono Raceway. Back up front though, Christopher going even more away from Blake at a 0.8 second gap now, going on from 1st to 2nd place. Only one driver has taken down pit road, so when will the leader come down? Did Jordan kind of push a couple drivers to come down pit road early? Now with some fresher tires and fuel getting in these cars, we may see a couple drivers get a little bit faster and beat that fast time. And that, you know, that was from Alan Martin at that 55.823. Will anybody be able to beat that 55.823 here tonight? So out of 7 drivers still on the lead lap, Jordan also getting going down pit road. He's still on the lead lap at this moment in time. But here's where Jordan is on the track right now, and he's getting ready to go into turn number 2. And here is your leader just coming out of turn number 1. So that is the difference in between first and last place. On board here with Christopher right now. Coming into turn number 2, we're actually going on board with Christopher here. Listen in, and when he gets onto the gas pedal and gets onto the brake, it shows you how much wheel he's actually putting into these cars. Let's listen in for a lap. Pretty close out of that turn number 3 wall. Wasn't able to touch it quite yet, but he's getting very close to it coming into turn number 1. We're seeing right there that definitely feel like a couple of these drivers, watching how these cars are handling, may be a little bit tighter than they want to be. You can see them drifting up the track a little bit, especially Alan Martin right now, and they're taking the high line around the track at the moment of time. We still haven't had any other takers come down pit road quite yet. Only driver has, and that was 3 laps ago. That would have been Jordan in the 83. Battle for 3rd and 4th place right now. Alan Martin and Russ Ivy side by side. Looks like Alan Martin's almost got Russ Ivy cleared going into turn number 2. A little bit of contact grinding against the wall here out of turn number 2. Here they come. Right now, the gap from first to second has diminished. We were at a 0.8, now down to a 0.5. But the 15 and that 33 are closing in on that 30 machine. Last lap there, 57.9 that Blake ran. This time Blake ran a 58.5. Definitely a little slower this time by. Looking at the fastest out there, though, that's going to be a 58.2, and that is Russ Ivy in that 33 in 4th place. That's comparison was a 58.2, where Christopher, your leader, is a 58.3, 0.1 second difference from first to to 4th place. A beautiful job for the drivers right here, keeping it clean, but giving us a great show to watch. Closing it in on Blake now. I'm very curious to know how many people are actually out there trying to save it. You know, Blake has definitely slowed it down a lot more than he was running earlier. He might be in the saving mode, knowing that right now we have only 58 laps to go. 23 laps completed here so far. Let me know out there on Facebook or on YouTube. Let me know how is everybody doing here tonight. Would love to hear from you. Especially with Christmas coming around the corners here. I know my little girl, a couple of you may have remembered when she was born, now is 3 years old. She's going to be 4 here in February. She basically she was actually on some of my broadcasts back in the day, but she is definitely growing up, and she still loves to sit on Daddy's lap while I broadcast. Unfortunately, I don't have her tonight. But Blake right now bringing a couple drivers down pit road. And that's going to be the 33, the 15, and the 98. Now this kind of changes some events. Actually, I lied. That was not Blake. That was Christopher. The car's getting me a little mixed up here. But second, third, and fourth coming down pit road. Blake, though, has stayed out on the track and has not come down pit road quite yet. Christopher's got that very good spot, though. And you can also see that now Terry's coming down pit road also. Race off of pit road while the leader's still out here. Here comes Alan Martin. Was able to beat Christopher out of the pit road there. So was Russ Ivy. A 14.6 second stop from Christopher. Russ Ivy was a 14.3 second stop there. All right, your race leader now, though, is going down pit road for his stop. Jordan right now currently 17 seconds back, but closing it in with Blake down pit road. Alan Martin holding on to third place, currently about 8 seconds back from Jordan. So things are about to get interesting. Things are changing here on lap 25. So we definitely know that drivers can go out there for 25 laps on a full tank of fuel. Jordan's been out there for 8. With Jordan now has come down pit road 8 laps to go. He's still a little bit to go, about 7.6 second gap from Alan Martin. Right now, Jordan's in a very comfortable spot. You never know if a caution does come out, if things can change, and how will that play in a factor of how this run is going to go. We are still green flag caution free here tonight at Pocono with 7 drivers doing an amazing job here. It looks like we did have our AI drivers take it and stay on the pit road, did not come out on the track at all. I could always pick on the league saying they just didn't want my driver out there to go out there and win here tonight. Alright, pulling up our driver in race information here tonight, talking about your leader right now. He started in 4th place and he's ended up the lowest in 7th place here tonight in that 83 machine. Go back to 2nd place. Alan Martin currently in 2nd, started in 8th. Lowest position was 8th place. Going to Russ Ivy, currently in 3rd. He started in 9th, and lowest position he was is 9th. Go to your pole sitter here tonight, currently in 4th place. Lowest position is only 5th place. Go to Blake, our points leader here, currently in 5th. Started in 3rd. The lowest position he's been into is 5th place. Go to Terry in that 94, currently right now in 6th. He started in 5th. Lowest position he's been into is the position he is in right now in 6th place. And then you go to Brian, currently right now in 7th. Started in 10th, and lowest position he's been into is 10th place. So that is our driver information here tonight, where they've started and where have they been. And right now, Jordan still as your leader up front, though. Currently about 5 seconds away from Alan Martin. Look at the middle line where Alan Martin, he can see, dives to the yellow. Alan Martin's kind of staying more in the middle line than what Jordan did. You can see Jordan right now, he's got some company. You can see the freight train right behind him. Closing in down to 4.8 second gap now going into turn number 1. So we'll talk about real quick too, I want to point out is our next couple of races You know, knowing that we got let's pull up our all-star race. Well, the other thing is when we go to Gateway, brought to you by Bad Dog. Tonight's brought to you by JS Design. When we go to Indy is Aquatic Express. Talladega is also Aquatic Express. Michigan is JS Designs. So there's a couple sponsors out here tonight that we want to give a couple shout outs to. And that is also going to be to our league sponsors of Aquatic Express and JS Designs. But a couple of our broadcast sponsors here, Barbecue Beast Sauce. I want to give them a big shout out. A local little business there in Pennsylvania. You want delicious barbecue sauce? Head on over there to their website or Facebook. Also to Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. You want some new front tires, front back tires, front end alignment, brake pads, things like that. They can hook you up. 2JS Designs. Want some amazing schemes out there for your iRacing cars? Look them up. They can help you out. We appreciate them for a local league sponsor here. Aquatic Express Pool Service. This is another league sponsor here. If you want to get your pool service, head on over there and look them up. Aquatic Express Pool Service. Also, we want to shout out to W. If you want some energy drinks, look them up. Also, use promo code REDLINE to get 10% off. We appreciate them coming on board. So we got 51 laps to go tonight. Pocono Raceway is one of those interesting tracks, especially if you can see on the camera angle those orange cones. Those orange cones. Oh man, Jordan going for a ride. And actually, what I'll show you, we'll go on board on Jordan with the Jordan here. You can see the 3, 2, 1. This is a good area where drivers can reference when they get onto the brake pedal, and once you get back on the pedal for the cast here, about how it gets all stuttered here. We got a change for the lead here, Alan Martin. Now your leader here tonight at Pocono Raceway. Jordan falling back a little bit, but he's got a little bit older tires than the drivers that are catching up to him. You hear downshifting that Jordan was able to do, getting into third gear here, now into fourth. Right here's the battle between second and third place now. This is Jordan and Christopher. That's also Russ Ivy getting involved there. Here comes the run out of turn at number 2. Giving a little bit of a bump to the 83. Going into turn number 3. That could be dangerous. He's side by side right now. We may see 3 wide, and we are 3 wide right now. Coming out of turn number 3. And this can be dangerous. Man, oh man, I'm happy I'm not on there on the track right now. Knowing that just happened can be a very scary moment, especially the driver in the middle and right up against the wall. There's not much room to be able to move. You do not want to make a mistake on that one. Alrighty, so we still have 7 drivers on the lead lap right now, watching the battle going on for second, third, and fourth place. Ooh, I believe Jordan getting into the wall just a tad, a little bit. That definitely could have hurt just a little bit. Out of turn at number 3 down the front stretch now, going to be bringing it to 33 laps completed, now 48 laps to go. Alrighty, let's pull up real quick. Our track temperature now at 117 degrees. Air temperature still about 75 with that 2 mile per hour north wind here tonight. tonight's distance is 200 miles that we are taking on here at Pocono Raceway. And that's at that 80 lap mark at that 2.5 mile long track. You know, and as a broadcaster, when I first started here, and this still messes me up because things catch me. Being here, you know, especially you can see in the camera here what turn question mark. This track has always messed me up as these turns. You know, you're thinking it'd be like in turn 1, it'd be 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, 6 turns or things like that. And it gets a little tricky knowing what corner they're in. But it's always fun to watch this track going, you know, especially when they go into turn 2. You know, we'll run on the roof cam here real quick. On board here with Christopher. Look at the difference going into turn number 2 of how short this turn is. If you hit it just right, you really don't have to slow down as much, especially as you get into turn number 3, where that's definitely a longer and a little bit of a sharper corner going in. There's different ways to get around. You can stay up high, you can dive it in, you can actually do that bank where you go up high, end up down low, go back up high again. There's, you know, everybody does it a little bit different, and that shows you the comparisons. Right now, Alan Martin is pulled away 1.2 seconds away from Christopher, holding on to second. Russ Ivy right now is only 0.1 seconds away from Christopher. Here's Blake right now in 4th place. He got out of pit road, and he ended up down pit road about 10 laps ago, where everybody else has been down pit road 11 laps. He stayed out 1 lap a little bit later than everybody. But the other comparison, Jordan, he's been down pit road 18 laps ago. But I always say, you know, especially knowing that these drivers, you know, the talent they have is if you're at a track that's just not your favorite, if you can do something a little bit different than the leaders, and if that's short pitting or staying out a little bit longer, doing something, that may can help you. You know, that caution can come out and be, you know, your best friend, but it also can put you in a very bad spot also. Well, why not try something a little bit different, knowing that, hey, I'm having a little bit more issues here at this track. My car can't get into these corners very well. Why not try something different? And I believe that's what Jordan's doing right now, is try something different than all these leaders up front. He's definitely wanting to get himself a win this season, and you know where he's at, he might be able to get himself a win here tonight, knowing how this race plays out. Right now we've only got 45 laps to go here at Pocono. It's anybody's game. We've seen drivers stay out for over 20 plus laps. Will they keep doing that, or will they change it up just a little bit? But with 36 laps to go, 36 laps completed here, we're almost 2.5 way of the race here. We'll see how this is, these pit strategies coming up next will, you know, take on, because knowing when the race is closer to the end, that's when a lot of drivers will make mistakes. And you do not want to make a mistake coming down, spinning around and getting onto that brake, or actually speeding. Or missing a pit box. Just going a little too fast and slide right through it, having to back up. Those seconds definitely matter. And speeding down pit road, getting a black flag, that definitely can hurt you, especially if you're up front. Like Alan Martin now with a 1.1 second gap, he's in a very comfortable spot, but does not want to make a mistake. We're going to be bringing it to 38 laps completed here. That being said, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair?
Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Race a quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, back live here. Now we got a battle going on. Blake has closed it in on Russ, Ivy, and Crystal. Apologize about that. I had a little tickle in my throat. But 33 right now, working on his way to the inside of 98. Let's see if he can get around Christopher here out of turn number 2, side by side right now. Here he is, drops right in front of the 98, getting him clear going into turn number 2 here. And I believe 3. Ooh, man. Getting myself all tongue twisted up here, up in the mood tonight. Alan Martin now has got a gap of about 49 seconds. We were talking about the fastest laps earlier too, and I believe Alan Martin is still holding on to the fastest lap at this moment of time. And also Jordan, while we were on commercial break, he has brought it down into pit road, gotten himself fresh tires and fresh fuel. So with that being said, he currently right now holding on to 7th place, but he's on that different strategy. The biggest movers of the night though, 7 positions have been gained since the start of the race, and that is going to be your top 2, Alan Martin and Russ Ivy. But we do have a little bit of blinking going on. That dang McDonald's Wi-Fi. Blake right now in that 30, having a little bit of an internet connection issue. Definitely not what he wants to see here at all tonight. All right, right now, I was looking back at these lap times. Alan Martin, 58.2. Russ Ivy, a 57.8. Blake, with his blinking issues right now, is not showing the lap times at the moment with it blinking out. Christopher was a 58.3. So Russ Ivy right now faster than everybody on the track by a whole second at this moment of time. And he's actually closed it into Alan Martin now, a 0.1 second gap, and here he is coming into the picture now. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, why not? Let's do our crank it up session of the night here tonight and listen in to these drivers fly by these lovely cameras. Beautiful battle going on right now, though. That is going to be with Russ and Blake side by side crossing the line here. Looks like Russ was able to take the advantage crossing the line, holding on to 2nd place. But coming into turn number 1 now, Blake is going to dive it in. He's now holding on to 2nd. Will Russ on the outside line get the run coming out of the corner to get him clear? Doesn't look like looks like the 30 of Blake able to take back 2nd place. Now coming to number 15 of Alan Martin coming into turn number 2. Right now, it looks like Blake's definitely got the long run car here for tonight at Pocono. Coming alive. Right now, the fastest out there on the track during this lap number 43. And 15 gets a little bit of contact. And that's going to get the 15 up high. Woo, doggy. All right, that changes a little bit of events right now. Watch your leader, Russ Ivy, trying to go into turn number 1. Keep Blake right behind him. With 44 laps completed, 37 laps to go here tonight. We have crossed the halfway point. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow on our Facebook and our YouTube side of things. We definitely would appreciate it. All right, back up front though. Blake giving a little bit of a push to Russ Ivy coming out of turn number 2. Here they are. Alan Martin right now holding on to 3rd place. Christopher in 4th. Terry in 5th. Right now, Brian currently 1 lap down. Coming down pit road, just about a lap ago. Has a little bit of damage going on with what was a 28-second stop. 7 laps to go. Coming down pit road. And we still have a couple drivers that have not, but they've been out there for about 21 laps. So we should see them come down pit road here in just a couple laps to make it maybe their last pit stop. But Blake definitely pushed it. He tried to get around that 33, giving the 33 a little bit of nerves, knowing that he's right there with them. Giving him a great battle, coming out of turn number 2, getting ready to go into turn number 3 here in a second. And Alan Martin is watching all this happen right in front of him. Your points leader doing an awesome job trying to get back to that front position and get more points, but I believe we do see Terry leaving pit road now for 6th place. Like we mentioned earlier about our points, as your points leader here, 327 points for Max right now. Blake has got 7 top 5s and 7 top 10s this season. This is his 8th start from last week. 4 wins, 965 laps he has done here. Jordan, he's been here for 9 races, 0 wins, 7 top 5s, and 9 top 10s at 313. He has completed 1,024 points, being only 14 points away from your leader. Holding on to 3rd, here comes your leader down pit road. Also, that's going to bring the 15 of Alan Martin down pit road. And only driver have not come down pit road is Russ Ivy. So a couple drivers following along. So is the 98 of Christopher. Our pole sitter, he's got that good spot coming in. Alan Martin also down pit road. Jordan now is going to try to out of turn number 3. He's going to take back lead here while the leaders are or the drivers are down pit road. I actually made a mistake. Once Russ Ivy goes down pit road, that's going to put Jordan back to the lead. But I believe Russ Ivy's only been out there for 23 laps, so he should bring it down pit road in a lap or 2. And that is actually this time by. He's coming down pit road, locking it up though. Woo, doggy. And Russ Ivy just got a black flag. Alan Martin also has a black flag here tonight. So Russ Ivy having a black flag, speeding down pit road while he entered. Now Jordan's holding on to 2nd, trying to get around the track here out of, believe, turn number 3. Again, come down the front stretch and take the lead back. Blake holding on to 3rd. Alan Martin, I wonder why he got a black flag. All right, we're looking real quick. quick about Allen's black flag real quick. I'm not sure it's showing what he did wrong. You can see here's what Russ's black flag was. Speeding down pit road. That yellow cone's where you want to be down to speed. So with speeding coming down pit road though to the yellow cones, that definitely get you. Alrighty, back up front though with Jordan, your leader here tonight. Blake in second, Alan Martin in third, Christopher in fourth, and Terry in fifth. Let's see what happens. Brian currently 1 lap down in that lucky dog spot at this moment of time. You see right now that number 30 working around Brian here in the 38, gets him cleared going into the corner here. Back up front though, Jordan's pulled away from about 1.2 second gap from Blake. Blake right now is about a 1 second, well, actually a 3 second gap from Alan Martin, and about Alan Martin and Christopher's only about a 0.6 second gap. Alright, lap 50 has been completed out of 80. 31 laps to go here tonight at Pocono Raceway. Blake right now holding as your lead, but has a little, took over the lead from Jordan, I should say. My apologies. Well, watching these lap times right now, 55.9 compared to a 57.7 is a difference from Blake to Jordan. Blake just ran the fastest lap there, 55.780 on lap 48 here tonight. Right now, Blake has pulled away from Jordan now, a 1.23 second gap. Alan Martin right now 1.7 seconds away from Jordan, but Alan's got some company from Christopher, a 0.3 second gap now from third and fourth place. You see Brian now also being into the picture here. Currently 1 lap down at this moment of time. Up front though, while we're watching all this switch and ruin going on right now, that is going to be a couple drivers getting around the 38 here right now with 52 laps completed with 29 laps to go. We got a battle going on. Looks like Alan Martin right now getting around Jordan. That's going to be for second and third place. Jordan falling back a little bit. Looking at his lap times, a 56 it was Alan Martin's lap time. A 58 is what Jordan just ran. Here comes the 98 now getting around the 83. Of Christopher now in third place. He is looking to get around Alan Martin in second. On the roll bar here, watching the battle going on. Watching the 98, trying to figure out the best way to get around this 15 machine, getting into the draft here, coming down Getting ready to go into turn number 2. You can see he enters the corner a little lower than what the 15 did, but both of them, close getting to the wall. He could tell Christopher gets off that gas pedal very quickly, not wanting to make a mistake here tonight. Lap 53 completed out of 80 here tonight. Out of turn number 3, kicking it sideways with that number 98 machine. Definitely going for a ride around this track. But who would be excited to see some dirt track racing coming on to the stream on Friday and Saturday nights? We just picked up, and we will make the big announcement on our Facebook here soon. Picked up a league of drivers from Montana, going to be taking on some dirt track racing and their different cars. 2 races a night for Friday night and Saturday night. Yeah, it'll be fun watching some crazy dirt flying cars sideways into the wall, to the roof, to the basement. Alright, watching this beautiful battle going on. Let's go back up front though. While Lake has pulled away a 3.7 second gap here tonight. Well, looks like right now Alan Martin, that dang McDonald's Wi-Fi hurting him just a little bit. I saw him blinking out here tonight. We always say, that dang McDonald's Wi-Fi, why not try Burger King or Arby's? It's always one of those inside jokes, but always fun. Honestly, I don't know which one would be better, to be honest. Alrighty, right now, looking at the closest battle out on the track, and that's going to be the 15 and the 98 at this moment in time. That is only for second and third. Everybody else has got over a 4-second gap in between each other. So this is what we're seeing here on lap 56 with only 25 laps to go. Down to the crunch time here tonight. But we definitely do want to apologize. We weren't broadcasting a couple of weeks ago. Definitely some fun calls as a fireman I had to deal with, and I just needed to take a breather here. But the support that this league does, just to be able to let me, take a breather real quick, we definitely want to give a big shout out to all these guys. If it wasn't for them, it'd just be able to give everybody something to watch. And I try to do the best as I can for this amazing league, knowing that how much talent there is here. I don't believe I remember when the last time we've actually had a caution here at any of these races. 57 out of 80 completed with only 24 laps to go. Right now, at this moment of time, the track temperature and the outside temperature still identical, the same. 117 degrees on the track, 75 degrees outside. We'll pull up real quick our caution information, even though we had no cautions, but it does point out how many lead changes we've had. We've had 10 lead changes here tonight. Alrighty, watching right now, second and third place, Alan Martin and Christopher. I was looking at the lines in these lap times at the moment. The difference between second and third is not even about a .050 of a difference. They are almost identical of lap times and how they're going around this track. You can see the 98, he's entering the corners a little bit lower than what the 15 is doing, but they're identical coming out of these corners, and the speeds in how they're actually getting out of it are identical. You know, they're about 130 miles an hour right now coming out of the corner, and right at that second, they both are identical at 160 trying to get on. So Christopher kind of ducking out, trying to look, figuring out a way. How does he try to do something a little different and how to get in? You can see he dives it in. Now he's going to drift up the track coming out of turn number 1. And right there at that moment of time, that actually dropped him about a 0.15 seconds back from Alan Martin more than he was. So he's right now 0.325. 59 laps completed out of 80, 22 laps to go here. 7 drivers here tonight, 6 of them on the lead lap. Brian being the first one 1 lap down, and Alan Martin and Blake only 4 seconds away from each other. So Blake is on a mission, he is on fire. How will Alan Martin or Christopher be able to basically throw the rod to try to catch him and reel him back in? Because right now, Blake, he is on fire at this moment. Somebody has to grab that fire extinguisher and try to put it out to be able to catch him at this moment of time. I see Jordan has brought it down pit road also. So is Russ Ivy, currently is 1 lap down. Now leaving pit road. Here, 5th place, Jordan in the 83, getting his time in with fresh tires and fresh fuel. Back up front though, Blake on a mission now has pulled away 5 seconds. Alan Martin and Christopher, the closest battle on the track. Now that is about a 0.4 second gap in between them two. So right now 6th and 7th place right now are 1 lap down at the moment. We're talking about our manufacturers here tonight. Up as your leader, a Ford Mustang leading the race here and pulling away over a 5.2 second gap. Chevy Camaro in second, Ford Mustang in third. There's only 3 Ford Mustangs here tonight. Everybody else is in those Chevy Camaros, and that is going to be Brian, Christopher, and Blake all in those Ford Mustangs. And now we got a change of events. Alan Martin now coming down pit road. Now that's going to be leaving Blake and Christopher out on the track, while 3rd place has come down pit road, so has 6th, 7th, or 5th, 6th, and 7th. And I believe Terry has stayed out, so the top 3 now have not come down pit road yet. Everybody else has. So, with that being said though, drivers with 19 laps to go. Curiosity is with Jordan. Been out there not even 1 lap. He definitely can make it to the end. But now is the key. And this is what I'm very curious on. And as a crew chief, what do you do? And Alan Martin actually has got himself a black flag in 4th place. Let's see if we can actually see what his black flag was for. I don't believe he could speed coming off of pit road. But sometimes, yep, he got onto the tracks before the blue line. And that can hurt you. So back what I was saying, with Jordan has not come down, or with Jordan had come down pit road already. And we're still waiting for the drivers up front to come down pit road. he's going to come back as your leader. The curiosity part, how much do you save right now, or how hard do you push to be able to get yourself in a good spot, knowing we only got 17 laps to go? Because Blake right now, as your leader, has not come down pit road yet. He's only been out there for 17 laps, and he's got still about close to about 8 laps, and that's what he's been usually coming down pit road for. So, here is right now your race leader, Blake. Just got around Terry, putting him 1 lap down. Terry trying to work his way to get back on that lead lap, and here he is. He gets that run. He's going to go on the inside of Blake here, out of turn number 3, down the front stretch, trying to get across the line to get that spot back, because right now Terry is in that lucky dog spot. Now Terry's going to go into turn number 1, get himself back on the lead lap, and Blake's going to follow right behind and keep it going. Right now, Christopher in second place. Got a little bit of company from Brian right behind him. Brian right now holding on to 7th place. Currently 2 laps down at this moment of time. Alan Martin holding on to 3rd. Alrighty, so we got basically gaps all in between everybody. The closest gap is actually about a 6-second gap, and that is between first and second place. Everybody else, they're over 7 to 21 second gaps in between everybody. So right now, I believe I did see your race leader now coming down pit road, and that is on lap 19 that he's been out there for on that stint. And he is going to start his time, and so is Christopher. But I do want to point out too, though, Alan Martin was only down pit road for 7 seconds. So I'm going to say he got a thing of fuel, and that was about it. And here is Christopher and Blake's time. And right now, Blake been in there for 14.6 for his pit stop. So, with that being said, Blake's still holding on to the lead, but here comes Alan Martin working, and oh man, was almost able to take over the lead, and Blake back, getting loosey. Alan Martin now is going to take back the lead here from that 30 machine, and back at it, crossover move going to happen here. Close to that corner panel, wasn't able to get it. Alan Martin and Blake battling out hard here. Blake going to take the high line now to get the run out of turn number 3 down the front stretch, and now it's going to take Blake back as your lead. All right, and I was kind of surprised. I thought I would be able to see Jordan get back as your leader. But what kind of Alan Martin's, 7-second stop kind of messed that up, as my thinking would have happened. And Blake was a little farther out than what I would say Jordan was. So that's going to be putting right now Jordan in 3rd, Christopher in 4th. The closest battle out there is going to be now a 0.6 second gap. That's going to be between Jordan and Christopher. Right now, we've only got one driver on the lead lap, or on 1 lap down. That is going to be Brian. Blake right now holding on as your lead of a 1.4 second gap from Alan Martin. Let's go to our close battle, though. Christopher now working on the inside, trying to get around the 83, almost making contact down the front stretch. Here we go, to the line, bringing it 13 laps to go here tonight at Pocono Raceway. Now Christopher's going to get Jordan cleared for 3rd and 4th place. Now putting Christopher in 3rd. Coming out of the corner here, out of turn. Very good battling going on. So Christopher's pulling away now to a 0.6 second gap. Other than that, right now, the closest battle, and that's going to be between Christopher and Alan Martin. That is about a 1.4 second gap, and the battle between third and fourth place is about a 0.7 second gap. So, other than that, that's the closest battle that's going on out there on the track. Alright, with 12 laps to go here tonight. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow on our Facebook and YouTube side of things. We definitely would appreciate it. But we're looking at right now who has led the laps here tonight. So 29 laps has been led by Blake, 14 by Alan, Christopher by 13 laps. Russ has led 4 laps here tonight. Jordan, I believe, has led 8 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we're going to be bringing to 11 laps to go here out of turn number 3. With that being said, coming down to almost 10 laps to go, we'll be right back.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair?
Come see my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, back live here with 10 laps to go, coming in out of turn number 1. The race recap here for tonight. We've had multiple leaders here, Russ Ivy being one of those leaders for 4 laps. Blake has led the most laps here tonight. We've had Christopher with 13 laps, Jordan with 8, and Alan Martin with 14 laps here. The other race caps, we have not had a caution here at all tonight. Keeping it green, doing a great job, doing what they got to do. All brought on Redline Racing Network, being live on Facebook and YouTube right now. We appreciate everybody coming in and week out, supporting these drivers, the leagues, the broadcast. Wasn't for you guys to be able to give these drivers to come out and give us a show. You know, we want to be able to do it, so thank you so much, you know, especially letting these drivers come out for a couple hours of the night, and especially during the week, letting them practice to be able to give them the show they would love to give. You know, it wasn't for you to be able to have a show for you guys to watch. So we want to say thank you for everybody doing that, and all the sponsors coming in for the league, for the broadcast, and all the sponsors that support these drivers. We definitely want to say thank you so much for that. You know, it's you know, able to provide the entertainment and have people to look back at some of these races. So that's what we're here for. With that being said, I want to give the shout outs here once again tonight to Barbecue Beast Sauce. Want some delicious barbecue sauce? Head on over there to their website or Facebook to Sheath Underwear. Use promo code NOLIFT to get 20% off. Also to Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. Head on over there and look them up. They will definitely help you out. Also to JS Designs. This is one of the league sponsors here. Want some awesome schemes? be able to be made on your car here, head on over there and send them a message. They can hook you up. Also, to Aquatic Express Pool Service. You want your pool service, look them up. They can hook you up and help you out. So we appreciate them being a league sponsor here. Also to Dubby, if you want some energy drinks, they are one of our newer sponsors here. Head on over their Facebook or website. Definitely use Redline as a promo code to get 10% off. So we appreciate them coming on board here. Alrighty, with that being said though, back to we're seeing here at Twisted Chassis Xfinity Series. We only got 7 laps to go here tonight. Watching all the action happening here on Redline at Pocono Raceway. Right now, Blake has definitely dominated the field here tonight and doing what he's got to do to get himself another win here tonight for this league. It's going to be, I believe, his 5th win if he's able to make it 7 more laps. Christopher right now holding on to second, about a 2.0 second lap time or distance. Jordan right now into third, about 9 seconds away from your leader. Terry in 4th, Alan Martin now in 5th, Russ Ivy in 6th, and Brian in 7th. Alrighty, here with watching Blake do what he's got to do. I'm looking at our schedule for being here at Pocono. Then we got, actually pull it up better here. So we got here at Pocono, we go to the All-Star Race in North Wilkes-Barre on January 6th. Then we go to Gateway on January 13th. And then we go to Indianapolis on January 20th. On January 27th, we'll be going to Richmond. And then, I believe we're going to be in our playoffs, where we're going to Las Vegas on February 3rd, Talladega on February 10th, Michigan on the 17th of February, Iowa on February 24th. Then we go to Charlotte on March 3rd, Martinsville on March 10th, and Homestead, Miami on March 17th. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, March 17th will be the last race of this season for the Twisted Chassis Xfinity Series. So stay tuned for that, especially knowing the playoffs are coming very, very soon. Alright, with 5 laps to go here tonight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's put your bids in. And knowing what we're seeing coming soon for our next races, who is excited just knowing we got some crazy tracks coming. Alrighty, 4 laps to go here, and we got it closing in. Watching these lap times right now, and Blake still, he's the only driver that's able to stay in the 56-second lap time right now. Everybody else is in the 57 and 58 seconds. The longer the run goes, that's when I believe this car comes to life, and he definitely knows how to get it going, and he's on a mission, pulling away 3.4 second gap from Christopher, his teammate. Bite Racing, and the checkers or wreckers out there tonight. If you know anybody that also wants to get into iRacing and want to do some racing, we always know these leagues are always looking for some drivers. If you want to have some fun racing with the talent that we're seeing here tonight, definitely let us know. Send us a message. We can send you to the right people to get you into some wonderful races here. Right now, Blake dominating here tonight on Man on a Mission. He is definitely got the, I want to make sure I'm going to say it correctly, but yes, Blake with the fastest lap time, and that was actually on lap 68 also. 1:55.620. Fastest lap and the most laps led here so far tonight. All right, coming to 2 laps to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Almost down to the Bad Dog Motorsports, 1 to go, just here in 1 lap. Alrighty, here at Pocono Raceway, with 1 more lap to go, 3 more turns. We're going to see that white flag for that. I want to say that. Actually, I want to take a look real quick to the side of this machine here. The App State number 98 Ford Performance Racing School. All right, right now I was also looking at these differences of the last pit stop. I can tell you right now a 13.1 second stop that was out there too with Christopher in that 98. Besides the 7-second stop that we saw from Alan Martin, Christopher's the second lowest stop, but we do have our white flag out here tonight. 1 more lap to go by the Bad Dog Motorsports. Let's see, does Blake have what it takes to go by this turn 2 and turn 3 to be able to bring home himself another win this season? Well, stay tuned, and he just does not want to make a mistake. He's been out there. I want to look at our fuel strategy game too. He's been out there for 14 laps, and Jordan able to bring it with 20 laps on those fuel and those tires. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner here tonight is going to go to that number 30 of Blake. Second place is going to go to 98. In third place, bringing home, is that 83 of Jordan Stencil. 94 of Terry in fourth. Alan Martin in fifth. Russ Ivy in sixth. And Brian in seventh. For some reason, the camera was not. It was picking up. It was saying your leader is Blake, but it was wanting to show Christopher for some odd reason. I'm not sure. I apologize for that issue there. But here we are watching Blake head around the track here tonight. Gotta love our technical difficulties out here, but we'll pull up our post-race show here tonight. Definitely well-deserved. What a race we just witnessed and watched here at Pocono Raceway. We're going to watch Blake burn it out here, and he definitely deserves it. And we'll actually see that all happen while the pack wheel goes off the ground. Alright, real quick. Actually, I want to say Christopher was... We're going to have to pull up Jordan here in just a little bit. A little bit of confusion on our scoreboard because of a black flag. But we're going to pause it real quick while we're trying to figure this out real quick. I'm going to have to pull up a driver and figure out kind of what happened here. Let's see if we can talk to Jordan. Hey, Jordan, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
All right, I know I'm going to go off script here because I'm kind of confused at this moment of time. I'm showing that Christopher was up there in the top 3, now in 6th place for a black flag. Is this... I'm kind of confused on the scoreboard. Are you finishing
I'm confused as well, because I thought I finished 3rd, but then Russ said when I was getting out of the car that Christopher was showing in 6th, so I'm kind of just as confused as you. So
yeah, okay, well, because he's showing a black flag, and I'm like, well, I kind of just messed up my game here of I don't know who to interview.
I'm not sure. I guess just me and Blake, I guess, or Terry, I guess, or interview Chris too. Ask him what happened. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, we could do that, but what a night for you, bud. I was I was kind of curious with your strategy of how that would play. I honestly thought that last pit stop, you're going to be able to get back to the lead and see how that was going to play out. But man, I was going to say though, Alan Martin kind of played a bumper in that too of only taking a 7-second pit stop.
He took fuel only, but he only thought there were 10 laps of the race left, apparently. So that was a miscalculation on Alan's part. But my whole strategy, once like we kind of got shuffled out in the first like 15 laps, so I was like, okay, I'll just run the race backwards. And my last pit stop was going to be exactly at 20 to go. That way I'd have a few extra laps for Green checker if there was one. But I pretty much just stuck to that strategy, and it thankfully worked out with some asterisks. Alan taking fuel only, and then Russ getting too fast entering pit road, and then whatever happened to Chris worked out all right, I guess. So can't complain.
Yeah, as of right now, if the calculations are right, you're in holding on to second place. So if that's the case, after we figure everything out, congrats on that. Even if you didn't get second, you got third, you got a podium for tonight, and definitely can't beat that. But who do you want to give a shout out to made this thing possible?
Shout out to my mom and dad. I know they're watching. Shout out to you for always doing a fantastic job in the broadcast. Shout out to my teammates. Always keep me entertained during the races, especially Toller with his magical picture painting skills. But other than that, just shout out to all the guys that show up every week. I know our driver count's a little lower than it would like it to be, but we have a good time, and I guess that's all that really matters. So.
Most definitely. Well, buddy, congratulations. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe out there. And with tonight being the last night until the beginning of the new year, I hope you have a great Christmas and a happy New Year.
You as well, buddy, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. All right, that is Jordan there, but we're going to pull up Christopher here tonight and talk to him real quick and see kind of if we can get some understanding of what's going on. Hey, Christopher, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. Well, sorry, had a little confusion going on our scoreboard right now with showing you having a black flag out there that made you jump from second all the way to sixth place. Do you know what exactly happened?
Yeah, spun around there at the end trying to get to pit road.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I don't know how the scoreboard's gonna act up. So either if you got a sixth or got up to second, congratulations, bud. What a night for you that how the strategy came out and you and your partner there had a great race. How are you feeling though? Besides the issue with the scoreboard going on right now, how do you feel about the race so far?
Feel pretty crappy about it. I practiced a little bit beforehand and I threw it away.
Well, hopefully, you're saying it, not the greatest, but able to get to the finish you were able to do. Does that give you a little bit of momentum though, knowing that he finished in a decent spot to be able to go into our, I believe, where are we going to? The All-Star race in North Wilkes-Barre on January 6th. Does that give you a little momentum knowing that we're going to go there?
I come out here to win every race. I mean, if I'm not winning, I'm disappointed. Other than Watkins Glen and Chicagoland, if I don't win, it doesn't matter.
I got you, buddy. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out here that made this thing possible?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my team, Forward Bite Racing. My teammate Blake, always awesome to see him win and get another trophy. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, bud. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the night. You stay safe out there, and we'll see you after the new year. So have a great Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you guys.
Thank you. All right, that is Christopher there. Real quick, we'll talk to showing our third place real quick. We'll see how Terry's doing. Hey, Terry, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man.
All right, well, I know there's a little confusion going on with our scoreboard, but as right now, it's showing you in third place at how we're seeing it. So if that's the case or not, how you feeling here tonight?
Not too bad. I wish I'd have got one more spot on Jordan there at the end, but I guess considering how it was going and how far back I'd got, either fourth place or third place, not too bad.
Most definitely. Well, who do you want to give a shout out here that made this thing possible, bud?
I'll just thank Jordan for keeping this thing going. We've had some fall off as of late. Just glad everybody keeps showing up. We're just having a good time. So
Most definitely, Terry. Well, I hope you have a great night, bud. Also, I won't see you guys until after the New Year, so hope you have a great holiday and Happy New Year, and we'll see you at North Wilkes-Barre.
yep, same to you, buddy.
Thank you. All right, that is Terry. Well, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for our post-race show. It's kind of getting a little confused. But let's talk to the guy that we definitely know who won here tonight, and he definitely deserves this. Blake, you got a copy? Hey, Blake, you got a copy of this, Brandon Booth?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we're sorry, buddy. Well, the scoreboard decides to change a little bit of events with a black flag going on out there, but we definitely know the one person who got the position, and that is you. You're the race winner. Man, you definitely dominated the most of the race here. You got the fastest lap. You led the most laps. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Based off the interview pre-race with you, I didn't think I had anything from my teammate. I thought he was just going to be the one that dominated, but a couple laps into the race, I was just kind of saving my stuff, and I learned a little bit how to drive it because I only had 2-3 laps in practice. So I learned how to drive it, and then after I got a feel for it, I mean, at first run, I was a little bit behind them, I think. No, it was after the pit stop. After the pit stop, I was behind them, and now I was saving fuel. Anyway, that second run, I saved fuel, and I was a little bit behind them, and then I flipped the strategy, and I got them one lap early on the pit road, and after that, it was just full sailing away. It was pretty crazy that after a couple laps of practice, and I felt terrible going in the race, I kind of just killed them.
You know what it was? It was the good look of the pre-race broadcast interview.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I gotta give myself credit because apparently I got DQ'd at the beginning of the race, so I had to give myself something to talk about.
Dude, you got DQ'd and finished dead last of those cars that got DQ'd. How does that work?
Oh man, I don't know. It's just my luck. It's how my luck goes.
We got to figure that out. They got to like change the scoring where you're the first car of the DQ'd cars.
I know. We got Gary and Russ that actually did better with me, even then got DQ'd.
Dude, you got Days of Thunder Russ Wheeler finished better than you did. What in the world?
And what it shows is that he actually finished 0.3 seconds better than I did too.
Well, how does that work?
The world may never know. But bud, what a night. Congratulations. What a deserved win. Anybody want to give a shout out to that made this thing possible?
Yeah, I just want to thank Ford Performance Racing School, 213simware.com, Luke Cohn, my team over at Forward Bite Racing. I'm not sure what happened to Christopher there. He was in second place, and apparently he got black flag. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, shout out to him. Like I said, I thought he was going to dominate pre-race. So shout out to him. He kind of helped me learn the track there short time. And then just want to thank Appalachian State, and want to thank you for putting the broadcast on, and everyone that puts on this Twisted Chassis Xfinity series. We got a little bit of break here for the holidays, so don't forget about us, but we'll still be here, and we'll see everyone at the All-Star race.
Most definitely. Well, bud, I hope you have a great holiday. See you after the new year, and hopefully we'll see you win at the All-Star race again and get yourself even more wins.
Man, I don't think anybody wants to see that. I mean, I do. I love it.
Well, we got to get myself back out there and try to win a race. At least I led a couple laps a couple races ago, so maybe we can get some.
I know. Just make them not DQ those cars and see what happens. I mean, what's the
Uh,
worst that's going to happen, right? Like,
just
you can
hold
probably
you.
take out the leader, right?
Yeah, or just hold you back, you know.
Yeah, that might be a good thing.
True, true, true. Well, bud, have a great night. Stay safe out there. We'll see you later.
All right, you guys have good holidays. Appreciate you.
Thank you. You too. All right, that is Blake there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody enjoyed the show here. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Stay safe out there and Happy New Year. We'll be back live on January 6th for the All-Star race at North Wilkes-Barre. Other than that, stay safe and have a good one.